Greetings, everybody. Random here for yet another episode of CI Survival. So, last episode, we got married. Yep. Feels kind of strange to say that, but that's what happened. This episode, my guess is I'm going to have to fight against the cold. Because the base is a little wider and larger than it was last winter. And I bet the temperature differences pose a bit of a challenge. Alright, and we're also getting pretty cool research going. Yeah. So I'm going to start getting the prereqs for... We just got bionics. I don't have a machining table, but hey, I can still get bionics. And we got some of the prereqs for the slug turret, which is the turret of my dreams. So at this point, we're more or less waiting for Randy Random to throw curveballs at us. And hopefully he does, actually, because if not for Randy Random, we are flicking switches hoping that something happens. I'm mostly kidding. I mean, right now I'm obviously cooking, but there's not a lot happening in this base without Randy making it happen. Home at this point, I think, is a faster, not a better, but a faster researcher than Serra. So Serra is stuck to be the wanderer. So just to go over some of the comments that you guys had. Yes, I have flak vests, not jackets. That's me and my own illiteracy. Oh boy. So when I was trying to stockpile those flak vests in a certain spot, they weren't vests, they were jackets. What else? Let's go and cover some other things that you have to say. A lot of people were wondering about the triple cold snap. The triple cold snap isn't technically permanent. It's just going to last forever, or almost forever. So what I did was I went into the dev tools, which is options and then development mode, and I triggered one cold snap. Then I edited the save game file, searched for cold snap, and basically just copy and pasted until there were 3 of them, and then changed the duration from something short to something much longer. That is about all. I don't want to have a full tutorial about how to cold snap your map, but that is the long story short, I guess. Alright, what else? I think I'll probably end up getting some stuck indoors, and I literally have nothing to do, so I might as well clean up the map. Oh, you home. Go on home. I could start trying to mine. It's not exactly the right season for it, though, seeing that it's early autumn. It's going to be coldest around now. There we go. Now we have something to do. Harvest a rice plant. I'm going to turn these 2 basins to cotton and do 4 of cotton, 4 of rice. In fact, I'm just going to pre-harvest the cotton. It's 98%. which I think is close enough. I'm going to lock this one in here so that she actually does the work. And hopefully she doesn't fall asleep on the floor. But she's still set to anything. Ah. Alright, there we go. Now all the plants are sown so that we can immediately start growing. So, some recent comments. Crimson Lemurs says, sterile tiles make research go faster. Ooh, Psychic Emanator. That's not actually all that helpful to us, but something to do. Sleeping Mechanoid threat? Ooh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I know that sterile tiles make the research go faster. I just don't have silver. I have 26 silver, which is literally not enough to make any difference for the research bench. Yes, so my microphone, that is a point of contention. It will be better. I'm planning about a month to get a new one. Right now I'm on a headset, and I'll get a desktop mic. I have some sound and echo mitigating materials already in my office, so I try to cut down on the echoes. But yeah, I will address that for sure. I figured I could just wait a month, right around Black Friday, and the prices will be a little bit better. So if you're wondering why I have them running around out here, I really don't need to. Psychic drone low, nice. It's just more the fact that they get stuck indoors because they're not undergrounders, and I might as well clean up the map if I have nothing else to do. But at this point, they're getting pretty hypothermic being up there. Negative 181 or negative 122. Either way you look at it, it's pretty cold. I do appreciate, however, that Randy still drops ship chunks on my head. It's pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Curious if they'll still woo. I don't know. Exotic goods. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. They're selling Archo items, crafting neurotrainer. Yeah, I literally have nothing to do here. I guess that was the fear. Now, another way to make some money is to make drugs. Now, I don't have any Nuturamine, but I could be my own little drug lord. Now, these guys sleeping in the cold? Yeah, they are sleeping in the cold now. That doesn't feel good. It is getting colder. Oh, here we go. Doing the rice harvest. Come on, batteries, fill back up. Yeah, I really need to expand my power grid. That's for sure. The more batteries, the merrier. Because right now my power in these batteries fluctuate pretty wildly. Thing is, I'm not sure if I want to put all of my steel into one battery. The reason being, it is becoming winter pretty quickly, and I might need the additional steel for heaters. In fact, okay, where that happens. Right on the pants. That's one way to add wear and tear to your clothing, I guess. Not a good way. Alright, so right now everything's riding on this backup battery. I'm gonna kill the grow light because we are draining way too quickly. Alright. Still draining too quickly. Killing the bench. And the inside heaters. Sort of powering down the base slowly, one piece at a time. Trying to keep the plants alive. I have to keep one of those on. Come on, wind. Alright, now we're generating some wind here. Flicking most of it back on. The wind is sort of teasing me. It's not really generating power. Not anymore. Come on, wind. What did I ever do to you? We've got a bulk goods trader overhead. We have some clothing to sell them, so let's have at it. Tukes. Okay. That looks about right. Making sure I didn't miss anything. And then Mr. Bulk Goods. I think I will buy about 70 steel. Since I have literally nothing to trade at the moment, I can just keep the comms console off. Keep it off for power. Power conservation reasons. Now, once these batteries get up to about half, I'll flick the grow light back on. These guys are probably getting pretty stir crazy. Yeah, big lack of rec. Alright, I'm gonna change the sleep schedule. A little bit. So they have a chance to overlap more. Alright, so we got the precision rifling. Now for the slug turrets. Batteries are just about half. I'm gonna turn them back on. Totally wreck deprived. We both are. Are we bored of it? Oh, you know, might not be able to do the dex play given where it was. Having them be able to switch off like this is definitely useful. Alright, they both need to go for a little walk outside. Oh. Apparently they don't. I was wrong. Alright, who's attacking me? I thought they were going to prepare a while. Yeah, they are. Well, they're going to freeze to death, so I want something to shoot at. I'll go attack them. I should have put on my flak jackets, but this will do. They're so hypothermic, they'll probably not be able to hit me. No, they hit me once. Little torso shot. Alright. Strip and strip. They hit me a few times. We get to patch each other up. I guess these guys were tribals. I could have hypothetically captured them and released them, but now that they're stripped, not so much. Alright, going to caravan this stuff back. I'll have home do it. Another worry is when you're in pain, it has negative ramifications on your consciousness. Oh, another raid. So you pass out easier from hypothermia. Sometimes the pawn drops their stuff a little slow and inefficiently, so I thought I'd help. Alright, where's this other raid? Same spot, roughly. There are more tribals, and they're just going to pass out. Alright, I guess Sarah's on this one. If I can't even get there in time. We'll see. It's pretty cold here. It's really not easy to read me anymore. Nope, couldn't get to her in time. I was less than a second too late. She'll make it. But yeah, I gotta start having a little bit more respect for the cold here. Well, that's some stuff to sell. Are we set to bed rest? No, we are not. It wasn't very serious injuries, however. Oh, one thing I really need to do. Let's turn this back on now that we have stuff to sell. In fact, I'm gonna... Nope. I was gonna check it to see if there's anyone flying overhead. Alright. We have very little else to do. Let's tidy up the blood. And tidy up the corpses in but a moment. Let's get our rice going first. So we had, I think, 25 meals last grow cycle. So I can compare and contrast to see if I'm gaining or losing food. I'm probably losing food, but pretty slowly. Or maybe dead even. That kind of looks to be true. Yeah. 27 versus 25. A teeny gain, maybe? Peace Talks Quest. I'm tempted to do one of these. I'm not going to be able to do the Psychic Emanator. It's going to be too cold to venture on that one. Nice. She's fully healed. Oh, you're wearing double strand pants. No idea why. I'm just gonna put him back on the same sleep schedule. This whole taking shifts to do research honestly is not that worth it. I'm gonna have all the research done well before I can actually utilize it and build it, so why bother? So Randy likes to wait till late fall to throw out all these quests in me. I now understand and see how it is. Alright, Serra, let's go clean up these corpses. So, someone asked why I do cleaning up corpses, and it's because viewing rotting corpses is a huge debuff. And if I was ever to do a long-distance haul and saw a bunch of rotting corpses, the risk of a mental break is very real. So I like to get to these before they start rotting, while they're fresh, you know? Also, why I'm burning them. Oh, sure. I'll offer you safety. Because we're not allowed to butcher them. That's part of the challenge rules. Now, if you want to butcher them, that's up to you. You can, but I'm not going to. I'm going to follow the rules. We're not allowed to organ harvest. We're not allowed to do any of that stuff, so. Alright, so we have a group of pirates with pretty decent weapons. Fox here has volunteered to be human target. Slow time down a little, because I should take this one seriously. It's not an easy fight. Now, how hypothermic are they? They are just, some are serious, but most are minor. Mr. Fox, get back out here. I'm trying to do minimal risk here. So Fox is gonna punch them down while I shoot. A bunch of them are about to pass out. Or that happens. Let's see. You can't shoot at all. Alright. They're fleeing. I might not even want to put holes in this one. Nice wool parka. Alright, you Drop. Drop your stuff. Now, these are pirates. There's no point in trying to make nice. Alright. Because you can never become allied with them. Mr. Home. Now this is a lot of wealth that I could potentially sell, so I'm very happy about this. We got a nice combat helmet thing. Okay, perfect. He's down now. And form a caravan of Serra. Load the rest in. We'll call it Burn the Bodies. Witnessed allies' death? Yeah, I wish you weren't standing there for that. Well, that's one way to fill up a stockpile. Shooting level 2. Not a bad little raid there. I had to put some skin in the game, but I think it did pretty well. Certainly profited. I have 2 pretty good pump shotties. Got a revolver out of that. Got some knives. What did you just put on? Fox fur pants? Why? Why would you want to be colder? Alright, I'm going to start hauling these guys. In fact, actually, shrink the zone a little. Oh, and we get a bulk goods trader already. Well, you look at that. Randy's like, oh, you've murdered my minions. Time to sell their stuff. Okay, so what can we do here? Sell, sell, sell. Not a bad take so far. Hmm. 800. I'm gonna keep the helmet. Marble blocks. Ooh. It's tempting. I'm definitely gonna have to buy 200 steel, maybe some marble. Maybe 150. There we go. Slowly, I plan on replacing the walls from steel to marble. Or really any blocks I can get a hold of. I just didn't like sandstone. Don't leave it in the doorway. That's dumb. What kind of cotton? Okay, let's go ahead and try to crank out a parka out of this. See if we can't get it to the bulk goods people in time. Probably can't, but... Oh, you know what I also could do is sell my pants. I'll go do that. These fox fur pants. They are not as warm as one would want. And by 35, no, even more than 35. I like how stone blocks are cheap. One set of pants for 52 blocks. That seems to be a steal to me. We have a lot of parkas. I think I'm also going to go sell the poor parkas. So we have a lot of good ones. And that way we can buy... yet more blocks. I'm excited about these blocks. Quite, in fact. So the real advantage of stone is it's tougher and it is not flammable. Okay, so we got the parka done. There it is. Excellent parka. Let's sell it before the bulk goods people leave. And 116 for another, let's say, 95? Nope, a little shy of 95. 83. 83 blocks. But as you can see, we now have somewhat of a surplus of steel. Not a surplus, but a decent amount of steel. And 539 blocks, which is great. And a Psychic Soothe for free. Now, I'm not sure what sells for the most. Sarah, you should go sew. For as far as clothing goes, I just crafted up a park because I figured it'd sell for a bit. Alright, so let's put a cotton stockpile here. We'll call it raw resources. Plant matter. Oh, come on, it's plant matter, right? Okay, then where would it be? If I was cotton, I'd be in items? No. See, you know, I should know these things. It'd be in textiles. Manufactured textiles. Yeah. Okay, cloth. It's not cotton, it's cloth. Alright. let's go ahead and have... they'll clean up eventually. It's good to have things to do around the base. So let's see, we're at 24 meals. Yeah, we're slightly in the hole for meals. Alright, time to get rid of these bodies. And then I want to tidy up around the base a bit. No need to be in an ugly environment. But hey, that was a pretty wealthy raid. Now I should start trying to amass some silver for the sterile tiles. Some milk. Neat. With slag, even more neater. Alright, so we're hitting bad temperatures again. Lucky for me, I've got all this extra steel now. And we got an exotic goods trader. Curious if we have anything that they might want. Our farm is a little bit too cold too. No. I'm gonna reset all the heaters to 70 and then kick them up a lot. So now they're all at 106. Another thing I ought to do with my extra steel is a little bit of windmill love. Are you naked? Just wearing pants. Saw Selenium Treaty. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to let you die. doing some tidying up. A raid happened here? What raid? What are you talking about? We didn't get raided. Alright. So first I'm trimming corners off to replace the steel with stone. And I could do that everywhere. But I'm only going to do that really on areas that I know I'm going to keep like I might remodel, and I don't want to put stone down if I'm going to remodel anyway. So the hydroponics area is probably pretty static. I'm not planning on changing it much. Ratty apparel. Oh, my toque is ratty indeed. Let's go ahead and craft another one up. And it's pretty warm. It's warmer than the last one. Now, this is a weird way, honestly, to reclaim steel. But it works. Alright, now I'm going to go for that milk, because that seems good. So if I'm going for the milk, stand here, let's drop what we got. Ooh, got the slug turret. Let's go for hospital bed. Nice, I can get all this in one trip. Another thing I need to do is toddy up that blight. Or a little R&R, that works too. I think R&R actually works best if it's before bed. That way they're happy while they're sleeping. Sweaty. Huh. Gear. It's weird to be sweaty. It's the first time they've been sweaty ever. Just about. Oh, it's rec time. You don't want any rec home? I suppose he doesn't. Can't force it on him. Maybe we get to woo, though. That should count as recreation, right? Some good old symmetry going on in the base now. I should have cut this rice last night. Oh well. Let's go harvest it now. And do some smelter refining. We're low on steel. This should help out a little bit. Alright, so let's stagger these a little bit. So we got 68, 70, 66, 68, 70, 72. There, nice and staggered. They'll probably, at least in the winter, all have to be on it all the time. All these are set to 106, and they're struggling. I'm going to set them all to 80. We're done refining. So, fine meals, animal products. Okay, let's see. Can we do milk meals? Milk fine meals. Yes, we can. So we were falling behind on nutrition, given that we don't have enough tables. But getting milk from the sky helps a bit. Next up, I know that the center area is going to remain the same. So let's replace that. Or play chess. Whichever. This is struggling to keep warm. Something to fix. 3 new heaters. Because if I can heat the inside shell a little bit more, then this isn't pushing against that super cold temperature. Okay, we got hospital bed. Vitals monitor naturally comes next. part of the reason is I'm popping these doors open constantly. It's part of the problem. Now our entryway has a beautiful marble block door, which should be a lot more resilient to invaders than anything we had before. Now for trimming out the steel corners of our base, replacing them with stone. If I had more marble, I would even think about walling off our power grid, but I don't have that kind of marble on me at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, we're really not ideal temperature here. Could go and move the bench. All this will make sense soon. Or it won't. Alright, so if I stop using the northern entrance, only use it on demand, because it doesn't have a gap entry, we'll stay a little bit warmer too. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go, that's a little better. And we're becoming hypothermic. And slowly, there we go. So I moved those up so I could add some heaters. Let's try to haul this steel around. Nothing like doing remodeling 2nd of December, or Decemberary, and negative 210. It's pretty chilly as far as chilly standards go. Well, rec time? No, they actually get to talk to one another tonight. It's rare. Well, that's about all the time I have for this episode, guys. So if you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. And I hope you tune in next time. Adios, everybody.